Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is titled, How Does Your Beauty Affect Others? I have 3 pals for you to choose from. As always, you are welcome to pick more than one, but please pick using your intuition. I'm going to give you all a second to pick, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with pal number 1. After you make your selection or your selections, go ahead and give this video a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and get started with pal number 1. If you chose pal number 1, this is going to be your reading. How does your beauty affect others? So, pal number 1, I'm sending you so much love and just so much peace and healing because I feel that with the kind of beauty you have the inner and you have the outer beauty. It could really ruffle some feathers. And I feel that over the last few years, you could have internalized this. You could have internalized this and made it seem like you were the one at fault, but you're not. And we're going to get into that. So, pile number 1, your beauty makes people compare themselves to you because you get a lot of attention. Like when you go places, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be complimented, or somebody's going to be staring at you, or somebody will do something sweet for you, like hold the door open for you. Like I'm seeing little kind gestures that people give to you. I feel that even when you go to a restaurant, people may give you extra. Like if you're getting, like, let's say a burger and fries, something like that, they'll give you extra fries. Or if somebody goes with you, they'll see that you have more than them and they start to compare themselves. So there is some level of pretty privilege that you receive, but I really feel that it's not something that defines you. Like you're not purposely like, let me use my privilege on this person. Like it's something that just naturally happens for you. You know how some people try to use their privilege like to get something for free. It's like you don't do that. It's just naturally given to you. People naturally are drawn to you. Pal number 1, they respect you. It's like you have that kind of respectful kind of energy to you, like a classy kind of demeanor. And I feel that with this 11th house card being here, you may have lost certain friends or certain friend groups due to your beauty. I feel that you're very creative, so you may make something here. It's just like who you are. You are so amazing, pal number 1. I love being in your energy right now, but I just want to let you know, like, there's something you do in terms of creativity, and you may make something, you may wear it. It's so you and it stands out. That's why when you go places with people, you do stand out because you are your own person and you are authentic. And this makes people feel a way because they're pretending, they're trying to perform, but you're being yourself and you're loved anyway. I feel that these friends, pal number 1, you could have had some conservative kind of friends, people who feel like they have to cover up or do certain things. And when you put yourself out there and let's say you're not covered up and you're still respected, yeah, certain people just feel like it's not fair. How come pal number 1 gets this? How come pal number 1 gets that? It's that kind of energy. And you internalize this, but pile number 1, spirit wants you to know to stop internalizing it because we literally have don't take it personally. So, pile number 1, when you go out places and people give you a dirty look or they just try to do something to humble you or to be mean, peep that. When you go to environments, scope out the environment. Before you go in being overly friendly and kind, look at the energies, like scope out the energy. See how people interact with other people first. And then you can give them your energy. Or then you can exchange, some type of communication. But when you see that a person is rude and they're staring at you, like Avoid being around that person in a public space, especially if it's somebody taking your order. You don't need a hater making your food because people do crazy things in the food industry, okay? Trust me. I've seen it. I worked with a person that literally gave somebody a donut that had flies in it. And she didn't care because she said that flies are always on the donuts. So, yeah. Yeah, people, when it comes to food, like in the food industry, they're not very clean. That's why when you watch Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares, you see the nightmare. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is like, just be mindful of those kind of people. Like, you don't have to interact with them. They don't have to take your order. Or if it's like a cashier or something, go to the other line. Like, Spirit is saying you don't have to put up with unpleasant people, especially when they're jealous of your beauty. Like, how does your beauty affect other people? Pile number one, you can have people that are envious because they want to look like you. They want to experience what you experience, but it's not just your beauty, it's your energy, it's your aura. That's why you experience what you experience. People will attribute it to you being beautiful, but it's more than just that. It's your energy. It's like pile number one, people just love to give to you, but it's because you're a very giving person. The outer world reflects our inner world. And because you are a person that's full of love, you're full of kindness. It's this energy of like pile number one, you just give people the benefit of the doubt. And Spirit is saying, like, stop doing that. Don't give people the benefit of the doubt. Scope out the place, get to know people before you interact or before you give people energy. Even before you give somebody your number or social media. Be very mindful. Okay. And when you're in public spaces and you have people staring at you or giving you weird looks, start laughing. That's one of my favorite things to do. Because then they get mad and they're like, why is that person laughing? Just bust out laughing. Or find something to laugh at. Like me, I'm a comedian. I can make myself laugh. But if you're not, deep into that, like let's say you don't make yourself laugh, you could always watch funny videos, in that moment. Like, find a way to alchemize that energy so that evil eye and however they're looking at you, it doesn't affect you. Because when you are a beautiful person, whether you are male, female, or non-binary, it doesn't matter. People are going to feel some type of way about that, especially if they are the kind of people who compare themselves to others. People who compare themselves to other people, especially in terms of looks and attractiveness, those are the kind of people that are going to have a problem with you, because it's other people that'll see you, pal number one, and they will admire your beauty. They won't have a problem with your beauty. But there are some people who they don't like how they look. So they feel some kind of way. So again, if you've lost friends over this, just know it wasn't your fault. Certain people just can't handle being around the sun, okay? You got to look at it like that. You're the sun. And some people, when they get too close, they get burned, okay? The next card we have is the sixth house. So how does your beauty affect others? Okay, so this is about being of service. People want to be of service to you. People want to give to you. That's why when you go places, like I'm going to just say it like this because it's not people. People that are secure in themselves, they're not going to feel away. They're not going to feel threatened by you, pal number one. But people who are not, who are insecure, they are the ones that are going to have a problem with your beauty and the way people give to you. People will act like this energy is like, they'll act like you're the only one that gets that, but it's other people who experience this same kind of energy, because it's all about what you put out into the universe, you get back. Pile number one, you're the person that you celebrate people's wins. You can clap for other people. You can give somebody the shirt off your back. You're very compassionate. And it's like, that's what's within you, despite you being a beautiful person, because there's a stereotype about beauty that if you're beautiful, you're a horrible person. And that is far from the truth. And when people see that you're beautiful, and you're beautiful not only on the outside, but just in the way you treat people, and you have a lot of people who love you, people can become jealous of that. So that is how your beauty affects other people. You can have a lot of people who love you too, Even though you've lost some friends, you can have a lot of people who love you with that 11th house. Like people who speak highly of you and have positive opinions. And this could irritate people who want to think something negative, or people who try to start a smear campaign. I feel like it's very unsuccessful. Like if people try to start smear campaigns with you, pal number one, it's like other people shut them down and defend you. And it makes them even more mad because it's like, why is pal number one so loved? But it's your energy, it's your spirit, it's your aura. That's why. The next card that we have for you is the Eight of Swords. So people get trapped in their mind when they're not secure in themselves. It's like they start to compare themselves and they start to feel insecure in their connections. I feel like people who think they're secure, when they get around you, they realize that they're not. You could be the kind of person too, pal number one, you shop by yourself. So you could see couples and stuff, and some people could feel like you're trying to take their partner when you're literally minding your business, but it's because they're insecure. And you could have even people's partners who play into it. Like, for example, pal number one, you could have couples that try to just do weird things because I feel like it's this. It's like the man is trying to get your attention or whoever. It doesn't have to be a heterosexual couple, it could just be a couple, period. But it's like they try to get your attention. The person is trying to make their partner jealous. And it's like if you give them some kind of attention, it's like their partner gets mad and it's like that person is satisfied. So some people try to use you as an ego boost to make their partner jealous, pal number one. That could be something you've noticed. Or if you go out in public, you just like, why is this couple following me? It's like that person is trying to get some type of interaction from you, whether you stare or smile or whatever, so that their partner can feel some kind of way. That's what I'm picking up too. And it's like an ego thing. And it's like when you experience that, literally walk away, go to the other side of the store. And if you're in line and they're behind you, act like you forgot something and get out the line and go get something else. It's all about protecting your peace and your energy. You don't have to deal with weirdos, pal number one. That's what Spirit is saying. You don't have to deal with weirdos. You can always distance yourself. You don't deserve to be treated like this. Okay? I feel like you already know these things, though. You're very self aware, pal number one. You already know these things. You just don't understand why it keeps happening because it's the society that we live in. Unfortunately, a lot of people are insecure. They don't like how they look. Why do you think the cosmetic industry makes billions of dollars? Because people want to look a certain way. And if they feel like you already look like that without the surgery, they feel some kind of way. And that's just how it is on Earth because this is a very low vibrational planet. It's a very shallow planet. People will sit here and tell you to be yourself, but then judge you for being yourself. I feel like you feel that deeply, pal number one, because you are very true to yourself, and people will try to make you feel like you're outdoing them or you're purposely trying to get the attention, but it's in you. It's not on you. That's what Spirit is saying. The next card that we have is the partnership card. So people want to be in a relationship with you. That's how your beauty affect others. It's like people want to settle down with you. People want to travel with you. People want to have you on their arm and show you off. That's how your beauty affects others because it's like you being in people's life, it boosts their reputation or it boosts like their money. Like you're a good luck charm, and that's how your beauty affects others. The next card we have is the strength card. So with the strength card being here, it's like people try to hide their insecurities around you to the point where they literally have to try to tame them. If you notice like weird behavior, strange behavior, it's because people are intimidated by your beauty. It's like certain people have to really like, before they come around you, because they're going to be comparing themselves, it's like they literally have to tame their inner critic. They have to tame their insecurities. And it's like they go through this they wrestle with their insecurities in your presence. Even though you're not the kind of person that compares yourself to other people in terms of like looks, it's like you are secure and confident in yourself. And it's like other people around you feel some kind of way about that when they could literally go work on their confidence. Like they have the same 24 hours that you have, regardless. I feel that people can get in their feelings too. That's how your beauty affects other people. Oh, and then with the partnership card, yeah, people may feel like your partner, their partner is going to see you and leave them for you. So some people could feel like their marriage or their commitment is threatened when you come around. That's how your beauty affects others. Maybe people feel tempted by you too with that strength card, like they have to really control themselves. Even though it's giving this energy too, it's funny because it's like these kind of people you wouldn't even want. You would laugh. Like you probably the type that's like, I don't want your man, I don't want your woman. Like it's laughable. But these kind of people, like I said, they try to get an ego boost. Some of them, okay? By making it seem like you are attracted to them and you're not. With the Page of Cups being here, I feel that sometimes people can just do too much when it comes to you because you're beautiful, and then they feel bad about it because they actually have to sit with themselves and they're like, well, what did pile number one really do to me? I was so mean to them. I was so rude to them, especially if this is like coworkers, okay? People that feel like people that are in close proximity to you. I feel like you have certain coworkers that feel bad for how they treated you or how they treat you if this is current. I don't know why this message is coming through, but it's like there's certain coworkers or a coworker, somebody you've worked with, done business with that was mean to you because you were pretty or they thought you were attractive, and they have to look at themselves in the mirror because it's like somebody here could have ran you off from a job and now they need you, but it was because your beauty intimidated them. They felt like if they didn't see you, they wouldn't be intimidated, but that's not how it works because it's going to be a lot of beautiful people in the world. So for them to think that getting rid of you or eliminating you is going to solve that problem, it's not. Especially if this is a workplace, it's going to be a beautiful person that comes into the store. Are you going to deny them the right to shop? Like people try to think that they can get rid of one thing, but other things come in the place of that problem. So you could have left a job here for some of you, or you could have just been unfairly terminated because somebody was jealous of your beauty. Take what resonates because that was coming through. It's like they want to apologize, but I feel like a lot of people they would feel too guilty and too embarrassed because they know that they did the most. They know that they didn't have to treat you a certain way or say or just do certain things to you, but their insecurities got in the way. It's like once people calm down from that little trip they go on, that emotional trip, they start to feel bad, like, oh my God, I really did that. I really said that. And then what even makes them feel even more bad is your reaction. I don't really pick up that you're confrontational, pal number one. It's like you respond to mistreatment with your absence. You don't send a paragraph, you don't argue, you just keep your absence. You block people, you delete people. You make it to where people can no longer contact you ever, ever. And that's how you get people. And there are certain people who want to contact you, but they're blocked and they want to apologize for how they treated you. The next card we have is Vitality. And on this card, there's imagery of like going to war. So some people could feel defensive with your beauty, especially if they feel like you're going to take their partner or the person that they like. So again, this could even be at a job. Like the person that your coworker likes, they like you. It's that kind of energy. I feel that you're very healthy and you take care of yourself. So you may eat a certain way, you may work out. Your beauty makes people want to do the same thing. So you may have people who start trying to eat a vegetarian or vegan diet or try to drink sea moss or chlorophyll. Like it's that kind of energy of like them trying to get into stuff because you're into it. That's how your beauty affects other people. Because I feel like you maintain your beauty, pal number one. You maintain it. And I feel that other people want to do the same thing. They want to maintain theirs. So they try to get little tips and tricks. So, for example, some people may ask you, like, what do you use on your skin? What do you use in your hair? Or what kind of teas do you drink? Or what do you use for weight loss or weight gain? Like, people may try to sneak that into the conversation because they want to know your beauty secrets. Okay. That's how your beauty affects other people. With the self-love card, people see that you love yourself. It's like your foundation is hard to shake, which also upsets people because when you're a beautiful person, people feel like you're supposed to be open to everything, even the negative things. And when you decide that no, I don't condone that. I don't hang around these kind of people. People will feel some type of way and say like, "Oh, this person is stuck up." But it's like, "No, you have standards. You have self-love." Some people could feel like you're loving yourself too much or they can consider it self-absorbed. Pal number 1. That's how some people are affected by your beauty. They feel like you love yourself too much, but it's because you're beautiful and that's not it. Like People are so shallow, but will project it onto you that you're shallow. That's laughable, but it's because you've worked to love yourself. This is not just a new thing, and you don't just. It's not because people think, oh, you're pretty, you're attractive, you're handsome. It's easy to like yourself. No, because there's a lot of attractive people in the world who are deeply insecure. It has nothing to do with looks. It's about you accepting all of you, not just how you look, but your quirks, your strengths, your weaknesses, everything about you. And you've done a lot of soul searching and you found yourself, pal number one. You're very secure within yourself, and that shakes people to their core. You have God's favorite. So some people could feel that your beauty is literally a gift from the gods, it's a gift from the heavens. Like, I feel that beauty is a gift. And your beauty, it definitely is. I feel like you use it for the right reasons. Your beauty, like you create things with your beauty. So you could create content, or you could actually make something like with your hands. I feel that you're very tapped into God as well, especially over the years of just being betrayed. Pal number one, you may not understand sometimes why people betray you, but you move different. You're not thinking about shallow things. Like, you're thinking about how to connect deeper with God, how to be financially stable, how to have healthy relationships. Like, that's what you're on. But these kind of people, they're on cloud, likes, follows, all of that. Two different kind of energies. So some people could feel like you think you're too good for them, but you are. Period. How does your beauty affect others? We have Aliyah, 1 in a million. Yeah, it's something special about you. It's definitely something special about you. Like, you're handcrafted, handpicked. That's what Spirit is saying. That's how your beauty affect others. It's like nobody can duplicate you, even if they try. It's like your energy is 1 in a million. I'm gonna say 1 in 8. Is it like 8 million people or 8 billion people on the planet? Something like that. But you're that one. You're different, and it makes you stand out. The next card we have is about perfection. So some people could feel that you're perfect. Like, some people could feel like you don't have any flaws at all. That's why they compare themselves to you, because they feel like, I want to be just as flawless as that person. But that could be further from the truth, because I'm sure, part number one, you do have your own flaws, but you're not so stuck on them like other people are. You've been able to accept them or modify them. But other people just get, when they see a flaw or something that they don't like within themselves, instead of working to change it or working to accept it or modify it or whatever, they start beating themselves up. They start escaping from reality, and then they start hating on people that are doing what they want to do or looking how they want to look. And again, this is not your problem. Spirit just wants me to tell you this so you understand it from a different perspective. You don't deserve to be treated a certain way, period. It doesn't matter if these people are insecure or not. And you have to understand that the way a person treats you is because of them. So when you go out places and you getting dirty looks, understand that those people are insecure. It's not something you're doing. They're insecure. And a lot of people, especially grown adults, they are like children because they show their emotions. Like, little kids they don't care. Like, go to a grocery store, you're gonna see a little kid acting out. They do not care who's watching. Adults can be the same way. They could be insecure and they don't care who's watching because they never matured mentally. The last card we have for you is Snow Allegra, Fool for You. So again, with relationships, like, people would love to be with you. They would love to just take you places and have you on their arm. Like, a lot of people will feel honored to have you because you're very special, pal number one. Like, it's something about your energy that's just one of a kind. It's one of a kind. And even though people may try to look like you, it's like they can never be you, pal number one. You have a kind of energy that is heaven sent. Like, you have an innocence to you, pal number one. But you also understand that you have to move with your intuition when you're dealing with certain people. Okay? So that's how your beauty is felt. Oh, and I have these channel messages. Let me read them. So I kept getting something about Georgia Peach. So maybe you're from Atlanta. We talked about you getting attention. The song Pretty Girl Rock by Carrie Hilson was coming through. And this was something too that came through. So this happened years ago. I seen this on, like, I think it was Facebook, and it was like Facebook was asking us like, what's your opinion? Like whoever it was asking, what's your opinion on the situation? And there was an incident where this girl had a birthday party. She was the birthday girl, and she was upset because her friend came to the party and she felt like she was overdressed. She felt like her friend took the spotlight from her. And I just didn't agree with that, because if you're going to any type of birthday party, most times you're going to want to look good. You're going to want to dress up, especially if you're already a fashionable person. If you like fashion, like, you're already going to be dressing up no matter where you're going. But she just felt away because she felt like she was the birthday girl and her friend outdressed her. And it's like, if you know how your friend already is, like if y'all have been friends for a while, you know their style, you can't get upset because somebody's creative. You can't tell a person that, well, it's my birthday, so dim your light. And I get the other side of it. She felt like the spotlight should be on her. It's her birthday, and it is. But just because somebody's dressed a certain way doesn't mean the spotlight is taken from you. So, pile number one, people may feel like the spotlight is taken from them when you come around because of your beauty. But it's all a perception that they have in their mind, because you're very creative. I feel like you love to dress. You're always dressing nice, and people can see that as you're trying to take the attention away, but it's a part of your creativity. You express yourself through the things you wear, through how you do your hair and your makeup. You're very creative. You can't not be creative. That's just who you are. And I feel that certain people can become intimidated by that. Even men you date. Like if you're a heterosexual woman, men can become affected by your beauty. So just be mindful of that. Okay. The next channel message is Share Lloyd wants you back. So you already know the past is always going to come back knocking, but it's up to you if you want to answer that door. And then the last channel message is groups going against you. So yeah, you could have experienced this growing up in your life, like family, colleagues, co-workers, even people you went like on trips with sometimes. Like you just notice that when it's a group setting, people usually are opposed to you because you're meant to stand alone. You're not meant to be in a group, pal number one. You're meant to stand alone. And it could be, I get you. I feel this energy 100%. It can be difficult sometimes, but the right people will come towards you when you release wanting other people's acceptance and validation. You don't need their acceptance and validation. You need to be around people that are diamonds just like you. That's a channel message I got from Spirit the other day. It's like, do you think a diamond is going to cry about not being friends with the pebble? It's going to want other diamonds or rubies or pearls as friends, not pebbles. It's like pile number one, Spirit is saying you're a diamond. Don't cry over pebbles. It's so many of them. It's not a lot of you. Okay? Attract other diamonds, attract rubies and pearls and other gems. Gems, honey, not pebbles. Okay? All right, not that gravel. Spirit is saying not that gravel. You know that gravel with all them little rocks? No. No. Okay. But yeah, you're going to make it through. Kind of one, you will be able to find people who are equally yoked and on your level. Just don't give up and just keep taking care of yourself, because the more you love on yourself, the more you're going to experience that from the outside world. And I'm a firm believer of that because I've experienced it. The more I'm kind to myself, the more I notice other people are kind to me. And it's literally that simple. But we always make it complex, right? So thank you so much for tuning in, pal number one. I really enjoyed this. Mwah. Peace. If you chose pile number two, this is going to be your reading. So as soon as we got to your pile number two, I kept hearing Bad and Bougie by Migos. So I don't know if you like that song, but that was coming through like your energy. How does your beauty affect other people? You got that bad and bougie energy. And let me tell you something. It's something about bouginess in our society where there's a negative connotation. Like if you're a woman and you like to look nice, people consider that bougie because people consider it me like that, but I don't give a fuck because I know I am. And I look at it as a compliment, like, okay. And I had to learn how to alchemize that. Like when people try to give you an insult, alchemize it. Like people try to call me bougie as an insult. Like I remember one time I had a former, I'm not even gonna call them a friend because they were connected to somebody that I was connected to. So we're going to say an associate. And we went on a trip with this person and they didn't have air conditioning in their car. So I brought a fan, like the Japanese fans. I bought a fan because it was hot. And somebody in the car was like, "Ooh, that's a good idea to bring a fan." And the person was like, "Yeah, because she's bougie." And she didn't realize that she said it out loud, right? So sometimes people will try to look at that as a negative way. And I noticed that people who call me bougie, I'm not trying to say, let me not even say what I was going to say. Let me not. Spirit said, don't even say it. But it's like people that try to call you bougie most of the time, it's like those are people who are very insecure. Or it's like they have a different aesthetic than you. So they feel like, oh, because you dress like this, you think like, there's people who consider it like it's not being humble, but it's like, why would I humble myself? So it's that kind of energy, and it's not arrogance. It's just you taking care of yourself, you liking luxury and nice things. It's not bougie. You're not making other people feel bad for not having it. And it's literally the fan that I had. It was from Dollar Tree. Like, let's be real. You can get it from Dollar Tree. You can get it from a local beauty supply or hair store. Those Japanese fans, like, come on now. It probably is no more than $2. So for her to say it's bougie, but you don't have any working air conditioner, how else am I supposed to keep myself cool? It is 100 degrees outside. Be real. Be real. So you have to understand, like, when it comes to certain insults, you're going to have to alchemize it. Power number 2, the next time somebody call you bougie, say, ooh, thank you. I'm bougie with my energy because I'm not giving it to everybody. I remember I had a former coworker try to come and tell me that another coworker said I was bougie, and I said, I know, I am. And when I tell you, the smile wiped off her face because she was coming to like see if she can get the tea. She was coming to see if I was going to respond so she can go back and tell that person what I said, but I said I am, and it threw her off because she was coming to humble me, coming to make me feel bad about myself, but it didn't work. So that's what Spirit is saying, like with these terms people try to use against you, flip it on their ass. Okay? Like you have to learn how to alchemize the insults and the things people try to throw at you. Okay? But yeah, let's get into your cards. So I love your energy, pile number 2. I love everybody's energies in these piles. But with you, I'm gonna have to say, like, I resonate with you. Okay, this might be my pile. But the reason why I say that with you is because you have a mouthpiece on you. Okay, you have a mouthpiece. So you're beautiful. Yeah. But let somebody try you. Let somebody try you. How does your beauty affect others? We got the Knight of Swords. When people try to say something crazy to you, it's like you get them. And like when I was saying how I said, I know. I just said 2 words to her. I said, I know. And smiled. It wiped the smile off her face. So with this Knight of Swords, it's like you have good comebacks to people who try to insult your beauty. That's how your beauty affects other people because you can defend yourself. You advocate for yourself. You don't allow people to think they can say whatever they want to say. And it's like you clear people. You clear people with a look. You clear people with 1 word. 2 words. I cleared her with 2 words. You don't have to have a whole debate with somebody. It's like you're very quick-witted. And it's like people don't expect that. People will assume because you're beautiful that that's all you care about is your hair, your nails. But it's like you pay attention to politics. You pay attention to society. It's like people just wouldn't expect that. And you also know how to defend yourself. You know a lot of psychology, about number 2. You know a lot of psychology, so you know the way people act. And it doesn't affect you. So how does your beauty affect others? It's like you can handle the haters, especially when they try to say something crazy. It's like you may post subliminals and get people back, and it really has people in their feelings. That's how your beauty affects other people. They try to come for you, and then they realize that they can't, especially because you back up everything with facts. Like you're somebody, pal number 2, you have an educated opinion. You're not just going to have an opinion based on how you feel. It's based on some type of fact, logic, or reasoning as well. And you know how I said bougie with my energy? We have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like you give to people who deserve your energy. That's how your beauty affects others. So there could be people who have like polarizing views of you, pile number two. There could be people who are like, pile number two is so sweet and smart and kind. And then you could have other people that's like, pile number two is standoffish and they don't like me, they're rude, but you just picked up a vibe. Like you can sense things about people. And I feel that you're giving with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, you give. I want to read this in two ways. I want to read it upright and because it's coming through two ways. I want to read it in reverse and upright. So with reverse, it's like you give to people. You give to the right people. You do. And it shocks people. And then it's like you're a shock factor. Because I keep saying that. You're a shock factor. You shock people. That's how your beauty affects others. It's shocking. Because you come with a lot of boundaries. And with the Four of Pentacles upright, it's you're bougie with your energy. You don't give to everybody. You don't give a lot of people the time of day. Like pile number two, your energy comes through is like somebody could send you like an angry text message and you delete their number and block them. That's simple. And then you don't respond to them. And then that person is left feeling dumbfounded because they're like, pile number two didn't even respond. You don't respond to the BS unless you have to. And they should be lucky that you don't. Because when you do, with that Knight of Swords energy, you clear people. The next card is the Five of Wands. People start trying to compete, honey. Like people literally put themselves in competition with you when you are literally just minding your own business. I feel like people try to bring this competition to you. Like they try to come around you. Like this is the funny thing. You have certain people that'll try to be nice, nasty with you, pile number two. Like they'll try to come around you and be like, oh, hi, pile number two. And then try to see what's going on in your life so that they can compare and make it seem like, let's say you're like, you know what? I've been making six figures in my business. And they're like, oh, well, that's interesting because I'm making 10 figures. Like, it's like people want to feel like they have the upper hand with you, but it's like you don't give them the time of day so they can't. I feel like people get mad because they want to compete with you, but there's no space for them to do so, pile number two, because you literally are like, I'm not going to entertain that. Like, you know the psychology, so you don't fall for the manipulation tactics. That's how your beauty, excuse me, is being viewed. And then that's how it's affecting them. So with the Virgo card, Virgo energy came out in pile number one, so you may resonate with that pile. Okay, but if not, with this Virgo energy, people may try to look for, they may try to look for a flaw in you. They may try to nitpick, like, oh, well, you see that mustache, or their teeth aren't all the way straight, or I see some plaque, or it's yellow, or you see that wig they got on, or you see his hairline, or you see their shoes. Like, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, or non-binary in this pile. It's like people try to find something about you to soothe their insecurities. They try to find something that you struggle in to make them feel better about themselves, or if you don't have something, they try to make you feel bad about it or compete to get it. Like, I remember years ago I was telling somebody something that I was working on getting and what I didn't have, and I promise you that person, they wasn't even worried about that before I said it, but it's like me telling them that I didn't have that motivated them to go do it. Okay. So you definitely deal with like competitive energies, but the way you handle them, you always clear them. You don't give them the time of day because these are the kind of people that flip flop because one day they like you, the next day they don't. The next week they hanging out with this crowd. It's like inconsistent kind of energy because it's like you have people who love you and admire you. And then some days they get in their feelings and try to compete with you. And then when they realize they can't, they admire you. It's like a toxic cycle, but you don't really care because you understand that they going through something mentally. You understand that it's them. Pile number two, I feel like you've definitely had to tap into your like dark feminine energy to really just protect yourself. And I feel like you've had to understand people's intentions. You see the world like in a duality, in a dualistic kind of way. Like you see the good, but you also see the bad. And you look at people the same way. Like, yes, there's good energy in people, but also look at the things that are not so good. I feel like you may have a pretty voice too. Some people could be like, wow, they're pretty and they have a nice voice. Like, yeah, they try to compete. Or you may have people who try to like talk like you. You have some copycats for sure. Pile number two. When people sometimes when they realize they can't beat you, they try to become you. And it's so funny because they can't. And we was getting the same energy in pile number one, so you definitely may resonate. The next card that we have is the ninth house. So you may travel for your beauty. You could be a model or you do something online or your work requires you to travel. Take what resonates. Also, it's something about it being a big deal. Something you do is a big deal because that's Sagittarius energy, Jupiter. Something you do, it's a big deal. I feel that you're somebody who has a lot of philosophies. I don't know if you like to practice like Buddhism because I'm hearing like Taoism, like you practice some kind of philosophy and it shocks people because people think when you're beautiful you can't have a degree or you can't be really smart. I feel like you shock people because at first they look at you and think, okay, that person's attractive, and then they hear you talk and they see a lot of wisdom that come forth. That's how your beauty affects other people. The next card that we have is inspiration. Yes, people get inspired. So pile number two, you have people that are actually inspired by you, like your trends and the things you create. They are inspired, and they definitely give you the credit. But you also have people that take from you and act like it's in their own head, but it's never as good as yours. It's like somebody could, this is what spirit is saying, like let's say you're good at baking cakes, somebody could try to take that recipe. For example, the secret Krabby Patty formula is coming through, so some people could try to do that to you and then take it and have the ingredients and have what you need in it, but it still will never taste like yours because the way you do it. So for example, like somebody baking a cake, they could take your exact recipe but they can't make it like you because maybe you add something else in that you didn't put on the paper, or it's just the way you make it. They can't do it like you. That's how your beauty affects others. Like people want to mimic you and then they get mad when they can't. Also, with divine timing, how does your beauty affect other people? I feel that there are people who are romantically interested in you and they feel like in divine timing, if the time is right, you would be there with them or you would be their partner. So there are certain people who they get into this fantasy with you because they feel like one day you're going to be theirs, or some people may try to manifest you. That's how your beauty affects other people. They try to learn about manifestation. Yeah, with Pisces, you're very dreamy. Like people have a lot of fantasies about you, pile number two, about what life could be like if they were with you. You could even have like delusional people. I wouldn't be surprised, pile number two, if you had people that try to get like cosmetic surgery to look like you. With the next card, it says, I want to be more like you. I hate, but trust me, I'm inspired. Signed, a hater. Yep, you have haters. How does your beauty affect others? You have haters. People that want to be like you, like I said, they want to mimic. And they get mad when they can't. Like people get mad when they can't destiny swap with you, but they don't need to. They need to enjoy their life. They need to love who they are. Yeah, they need to accept themselves. Ooh, look, it says you act like a Gemini. We have a lot of mutable energy here. We have Pisces. We literally have it all. Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, and Sagittarius. You could change up your appearance a lot. Like you could have different hairstyles and you just look good in every one of them. So you're very creative with your style. And this affects people because they're basic, honestly. And it's like they don't know how to switch up their style. They don't know what looks good with what. But it's like you've spent a lot of time getting to know yourself. So one thing that I see you doing, part number two, is like, you know how some people can match like hair colors to their skin type? Like you may do that very well. You could match your makeup or like certain jewelry and things you wear according to the colors or your skin tone, and it blends with you very well, so you know yourself. With the Gemini energy too, you're very smart, and it's something about your words, your mouthpiece. Yeah, people know not to, they know not to try you, for sure. We have Virgo again, so these definitely could be people you work with that feel like this too, because I was getting that energy with pile number one as well. We got Virgo again. We have Virgo twice. So it's something about your words and your speech. That's how your beauty affects people. Your intelligence, because they will assume that you don't have it. That's just a stereotype of being attractive. People just feel like beauty and brains can't coexist. They feel like either you're decent and smart or pretty and dumb. There's no in between. Some people see the world very much like that. Like it's either this or that, like a zero sum game. They don't understand that there's nuances. And you do. And you are the nuance. That's how your beauty affects others. They have to recognize that there's nuances that exist within beautiful people. I feel that some people may try to talk about you or gossip about you as well with all this Mercury kind of energy, but it doesn't affect you. You know how to respond to it very well with the Knight of Swords. It's giving me the energy of when Rihanna had her Twitter days and people would say crazy stuff and she would sometimes agree with them or she would have a really good comeback. You have that same kind of energy. You could be an Aries, take what resonates, but you have that same kind of energy. The next card we have is hair. So your hair is very beautiful to people. It's like people can get jealous of it or they try to copy your hairstyles. Your hair could be very prominent, the color, or you may change it up a lot, but people really love the creativity. That's how your beauty affects other people. They notice that. Then we have hips. Okay, so you have the body, you got the beauty, and the brain. So that just makes you a triple threat. Some people can feel like it's not fair that you have all of them. You're only supposed to have one, but this is the society that we live in. It's I don't make the rules, okay? This is the society that we live in. Some people feel like you can't be beautiful and smart and attractive and nice. It's like no, you got to pick one. Like no, you don't have to pick anything. Like pot number two, I'm getting this energy of like being divergent. Remember that movie? It's like they want you to pick one thing, and it's like no, I'm all of those things. That's your energy. You're multifaceted, okay? That's how your beauty affects other people. You're not just beautiful. You're multifaceted. Somebody here could be into engineering and science, but you're beautiful AF. So people feel like there's no way. I'm also getting imagery of there was this girl who worked at Homeland. This was years ago. Not Homeland. I always mix those two up. Home Depot. Not Homeland, Home Depot. She worked at Home Depot and she took a picture in the bathroom and people were like, "You were too pretty to be working there." And they were saying that she needed to get an OnlyFans. She needed to take off her clothes. She needed to give herself to other people because she's pretty. Like you don't have to do that. But we live in a society that feels like when you're beautiful, you owe me your time, your beauty, your body. And no, you don't. You don't owe nobody shit. Period. This is your life, it's your body, and it's your beauty, and you get to do what you want with it. Other people feel like they need to be in control of it. And when they can't control it, they try to control how people see you. So you may have some people who try to gossip and try to spread lies. But it's like your intelligence, it's like when people hear what they say and they come see you, they know it's a lie automatically. They know. Let somebody say something about you and that person try to come around you, it's like they're gonna see that, okay, this person was lying. Like some people may try to feel like too, like you're a excuse me, getting tongue twisted. Pile number two, they may try to treat you like, oh, this is an easy target. And they try to come against you and then you end up shutting them down. Some people end up losing, like, they lose something when they try to come for you. So they could lose a position, they could lose money because you're divinely guided and protected. You're not the one to play with. Pile number two, you're very protected by your ancestors. Like, that's the thing. Like, you may do a lot of ancestor veneration or spiritual veneration, or you're just connected to your spiritual team. Yeah, they deliver for you. They definitely deliver. Like UPS, they deliver. They bring the karma to the front door. That's what Spirit is just saying. That's what Spirit just said. They bring it to the front door. Okay, the next card we have is peacefulness. So you're a peaceful person. You like tranquility. And it's like some people may try to disturb your peace. How does your beauty affect other people? They may try to disturb your peace. They may try to come in and do all these things, but I feel that you're so well put together and you're well versed on psychology and just the way people act that it doesn't really affect you. And it makes people puzzled because they're used to getting under people's skin or they're used to getting a reaction. But when it comes to you, it's like you're the master. Pound number two. You're the master of alchemy, alchemizing the bullshit people try to send to you. And you still can live your life. Even if people are gossiping, it's like you still live your life. What other people say about you doesn't stop you from succeeding. It doesn't stop you from getting paid. It's not going to slow down the money in your bank account. People talking about you only gets them karma because you're divinely guided and protected. Okay. Let's get into your channel messages. All right. So you're viewed as chosen over others, spoiled, taken care of. People feel like you're the first pick. You could be a model here. You could be deep into education and teaching. And it's like you help people to understand that they can't judge a book by its cover. So getting rid of stereotypes around beauty. So you're very irresistible. And if you hear something in the background, there's a book of channel messages, but you're very irresistible. And it's something about you having the best of both worlds. You're very dreamy. It's something about you being like Hannah Montana. So maybe you have different personalities, not in a bad way, but it's like you have a dual energy. So maybe you're a tomboy sometimes, and then you're super girly the next. Like, take what resonates. Because if you're a man watching this, that may be different. And if you're non-binary, it's the same thing. It's like you have a duality to you where you can change up your appearance, change up your style. Okay, you could have some copycats for sure, and then people will try to test you, but it's like you always shut them down. And we talked about that. So yeah, that's how your beauty affects other people. Pound number two, just keep your head up and just know that other people coming for you, it doesn't make them prettier. Like, I don't know what people's end goal is a lot of times when they come for somebody that's attractive, but it's like it doesn't make that person less attractive. It just shows that there's something going on with you. So when you have certain people who try to test you, just please understand that it's something going on within them. They haven't yet accepted their own beauty. Okay, so don't take it personal. All right. All right. Mwah. Peace. All right. Pile number three. Last but not least, if you chose pile number three, this is going to be your reading. Let's get into how your beauty affects others. All right, pile number three. So you may be the type that I'm picking up the energy of you being like more reserved. And if you're not reserved, it's just you're selective. You're very selective about who you allow around you, who you allow to know your business. Like, you may not even give out your phone number. You're that kind of person that you're very cautious about energies that are surrounding you. Like, you don't just let people in. Like, you get to know them. Like, you see their true colors before they can come into your life. So how does your beauty affect others? Like, people feel like because you are to yourself so much that that's a sign of you being stuck up, but it's not. There's people who want to be in your inner circle and they know that they will never get a chance because their energy just doesn't align. Pile number three is always my very spiritual pile. So you could wear a lot of jewelry here or piercings, but I was picking up something about you being earthy. So how does your beauty affect others? People could feel like your aesthetic doesn't like match up to who you are. And I don't agree with that because I feel like they're judging you based on your appearance. So they feel like you're supposed to look like this if you're attractive, but it's like you have your own style. That's how you affect others. Like, you have your own style because you don't go by the status quo. Like, you're not like, oh, I'm pretty, so I have to have the wigs and I have to have all the makeup. But it's like, no, you can still be beautiful and not have all those things. And it's not, I'm not saying there's anything bad with those things, but it's just not for everybody. You could very well be a natural beauty. You could be somebody who you don't wear a lot of makeup and things like that. And that affects people because they could feel like, wow, pile number three doesn't even have to wear makeup. They're just naturally beautiful. You'd be surprised at that's something that people want. A lot of people wish that they were naturally beautiful. So when you naturally have that, you don't have to put on anything. You just wake up flawless. People will have a problem with that. People who haven't accepted their own beauty, people who haven't accepted their self, they have a problem with that. So yeah, that's how your beauty affects others. Let's get into these cards. Pile number three, you could be an entrepreneur. I was getting that very strongly because we have the Queen of Pentacles. It's like you're building some type of empire or legacy or stability for yourself. How does your beauty affect others? It's like whatever you're doing, people may feel like, and then it's like whatever you're doing or whatever business you have, people may be like looking at your appearance like, I don't know about that. And then when they see that you're an expert, They just don't know what to think with this Queen of Pentacles. So you could be like, I'm seeing this. Like, for example, a woman working at like an auto shop, but she's one of the best. Like, you're one of the best mechanics. It's that kind of energy where people don't expect you to be good at something because of like your gender or how you look. But you are the Queen of Pentacles. You're abundant. That's how your beauty affects others. With the Judgment card, yeah. Wow. We have judgment twice. I didn't even realize that. It says no judgment and judgment. So yeah, I feel that you're not like a judgmental person. Like you don't judge people for what they have or how they dress, but it's like you judge their spirit. You judge their character. And that's how your beauty affects others because you're not that person that just wants everybody around them. Like when you're a beautiful person, people naturally just want to be around you because they get cloud off your energy and people will see them a certain way. Like, oh, you're hanging with this person. Like it's all about people building up their social hierarchy. Okay. And it's like you don't play into those kind of games. So some people are like puzzled, like, why doesn't pattern number three want a lot of people around him? I thought everybody that was attractive thought like that. It's like again, it's like people think of things as like it's either this or that. They don't think about unique things. They don't think about nuances. And you are very unique. Like, for example, if you're a man watching this, it's like you're not the type that wants to play with people's hearts and cheat. And other men are like, well, if I looked like him, I would be doing this, and that. And it's like, you're like, I don't want that. It's like you understand karma. You understand that if I'm doing somebody like this, it's going to come back to me. Like you understand the golden rule, like treat people the way that you want to be treated. Okay. And if you're non-binary, it's the same thing. It's like people have a stereotype like, oh, aren't you going to have like multiple people on the side? Because it's a stereotype when you're in the LGBT community that you're just overly sexual, and that's not true. And especially when you consider yourself like non-binary, sometimes people can attribute that. I've seen it. And it's like you're like, no, that's not who I am. And it can make people feel like, well, then who are you? I need to get around you. So you can have people who kind of like speculate on your life. Pile number three, that's how your beauty affects others. Like people don't know a lot about you, so they have to speculate. Like you can have people that literally watch you, because I'm hearing the spirit say gang stalking. You can have people watch you. Maybe there are certain people that try to find something about you to judge, but they can't. Okay. That's what I'm picking up. I feel like sometimes people feel judged in your energy because you take good care of yourself. And it's like every year you're leveling up. So certain people feel uncomfortable being around you because then they have to reflect on how they're not leveling up in life and they have the same 2 years as you. Okay, I'm picking up something with 2 years. You may have started a business within 2 years, or it's taken off after 2 years. Take what resonates. The number two could be significant. Life path two, you could have been born on the second. Take what resonates. But yeah. Also, you have good discernment too. So there's how does your beauty affect others? There are certain people that feel like, dang, how did pal number three know how did they know I didn't have good intentions? But you know. So how you have discernment. It's like you don't just let everybody in. Yeah, you're gonna be polite, but everybody can't come and eat with you or sit next to you. Especially when they are there for themselves. They're not even there for you. Okay? With the no judgment card, it's like when it comes to your inner critic, it's like you have been able to silence it. It's like you are very ambitious, especially if you have your own business, but there's something you're doing with the Queen of Pentacles where you're building something and it affects how your beauty affects other people. Is that some people could feel like you just need to be that housewife. You just need to sit down and be pretty. And you're like, no, I don't want to do that. And you could be a man and it's the same thing. It's like women, it's this energy. It's so crazy. So if you're a man watching this pound number three and you're very attractive, it's like women want you to cheat. It's crazy. It's like they want to compete with other women over you. It's like they want to have a certain dynamic. And it's like if you don't give them that, they're like, oh, you're boring or I'm leaving. It's like it's so weird how people claim that they want somebody to be loyal to them, but at the end of the day, they like that toxicity. They like the cheating games and the scandals. And it's like you're not like that. So you are contradicting your gender or like what's expected of your gender. Again, if you're a man watching this, because I never get this energy, so that's how I know it's coming through. Okay. The next card is the Queen of Wands. So you're attractive, very, very attractive. How does your beauty affect other people? I feel like people stare at you a lot. That's how it affects them. You may catch people staring at you in public, but it's because they're admiring you. I feel like you have certain like a unique kind of beauty, like something that people haven't seen. So that's why they stare. Maybe the clothing you wear. You could be a vintage person, so you like to wear things from like the 1920s, the 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, even the 90s. So you really love like history as well. And it's just certain things about you that people just wouldn't expect. Again, especially when it comes to your business or the way you work, it's like you prefer to work. Somebody here could be a spiritual practitioner as well. That's your line of work here. And it requires judgment. So that would make sense. Somebody here could work in you could be getting a law degree or you could be in law school right now. And it's like you could become a lawyer or an attorney or a judge. Literally. Or you like to watch judge shows. Somebody here could have an old soul as well. That would make sense with all that vintage energy. Okay. I feel like too people get mad, pound number three, because they can't blame it on your looks. They can't say that you have something because it's how you look. You have it because you worked for it. That's how your beauty affects others. The next card we have is Childish Gambino, Me and Your Mama. So I feel like people want to settle down and have some babies with you. Like you definitely give off that energy of being stable, pound number three, and people want to procreate with you. Okay, so just be mindful. If you're not ready, just be mindful. The next card is Leo. So how does your beauty affect other people? They definitely get in their ego, they get in their feelings, but they recognize your confidence and your royalty. Leo is royal energy. Then we have a Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands. So you're definitely somebody that you're royalty. And I think that people put you on a pedestal as well, even if you didn't ask to be on it. Somebody here could literally be royalty. Like maybe you literally have like a tie to a royal family or something like that. Or there's something about your family having some type of fame or notoriety. Okay, take what resonates. With that Leo energy, feel that you're very bold. How does your beauty affect other people? It definitely can make certain people's confidence go down. But again, it's not because of you. It's just we live in a culture, in a society of people who are constantly comparing themselves. So when they see you, they feel like they have to outdo you when they don't. They just need to be thinking about outdoing the past version of themselves. But a lot of people do not possess critical thinking skills. They just think with emotion and think it's a fact. So you got to be mindful of those kind of people. The next card that we have is Rihanna James joint. And in the song, she kept saying, "Don't know why, just know I love you." So, how are people affected by your beauty? It's like people adore you. People find you to be mysterious and they want to know more. And they feel like, I don't know why. So, you're very magnetizing. You have a very magnetic energy. That's how your beauty affects others. And people want to be in your good graces, but they know that it's like your energy is like, if you go places, like if you're going to court, literally. So somebody here is affiliated with the law. Maybe you're a police officer or you're training to be something like that, or you're in the military. It's something like that, okay? Um, but it's like, when you go to court and it's like you have to go through that thing, the scanner thing, and if it makes a noise you have to go back. It's like that's how your energy is, pound number two. Like people can't get through that scanner if they have something that if they have an intention within them that they're not supposed to have. So that's what I'm picking up for you. That was a beautiful way to describe it. Thank you, Spirit. But yeah, it's like you go through that scanner and it's like you hear that beep beep, they're not supposed to be in there. But if somebody walks through it and there's no sound detected, then they're good. That's how you are. That's how you have good judgment. You have good discernment. You could be a tarot reader and you could make money off of it with the Queen of Pentacles here. You could have like fans too, like people that support you, quote unquote, that could also be jealous because they seen your growth. So just be mindful. Like I'm a just tell it like it is. Like if you're a content creator, watching this, like, don't fall into the trap of like seeking your subscribers and your supporters admiration, because they're people. Okay, and people are very fickle, meaning that they're going to love you today and hate you tomorrow, and it's not going to have anything to do with you. So don't get so attached to that. Your clients, the people that you give your business services to, if you have a business, they're not your friends. Stop trying to make certain people your friends. That's what spirit is saying. Like, if it's a client, if you do something to where you have clients, now it's different if you're actually reading a client and they are your friend. I'm not talking about that case. I'm talking about where it's a stranger. They don't need to have your phone number or your social media. It's like you need to have a boundary. Okay. I feel like some of you already do this, but if you don't, that's just a message for somebody. They don't need to be your friends, and you don't need to base your worth off of what your subscribers think. They came to you for a reason. So if they end up feeling some type of way or get mad, that's on them. I feel like you have some type of, yeah, I'm getting like you have a business where people were supporting it and then they stopped supporting it because they got jealous. So how does your beauty affect others? It's like what you create in your business is very innovative. It's very helpful. Maybe you have like a creative tweak to it. Like, for example, if you work in a car shop, it's like you work with pink gloves, or your station, it's like something about it, but it works for you, and it works for everybody else, or whatever company that you work for. Okay, it's like you're able to be yourself, and that can piss people off because they're not being themselves. That's how your beauty affects other people, because you're not just a beautiful person, you have a lot on your belt, you know, like you're not just beautiful, you're also somebody with a business. The next card that we have is Jupiter. So you're somebody who you love to expand. You may read a lot of books. So I feel like when you go to the library, you may have certain people stare at you weird because it's like they feel like, oh, what is a pretty person doing in here? What do you know about communities? And I don't even mean to say community. So this could even be like sometimes a community or something that you're a part of. Maybe this is people that you're like in a sorority with. That's what I'm picking up. Maybe you could have people that you are in some type of fraternity or something with, and they are jealous of your beauty. But it's also of the way people love you, the way people respect you, and just some people get jealous too of your spiritual gifts too. So you can have people. I'm picking up a jealousy energy in this pile. How does your beauty affect others? They definitely feel some kind of way. Because with Gemini being here, it's like they go back and forth on how they feel. That's how your beauty affects people. Like they go back and forth, but it depends on them. If that person is feeling good that day, you're gonna get a good version of them. If they're going through something and they see you shining, it's gonna trigger them, and they're gonna want to give you that negative energy. But I feel that because you have this judgment, you already know. It's like nothing get past you. Pound number 3, you already know. That's how your beauty affects others. Like people cannot get anything past you, even if they think that they did. The next card we have is worthiness. It's like you know your worth. Okay, and back to that Jupiter card, you may go places that are like educational. So, for example, like certain institutes. Maybe you have like with the tattoos and the piercings that you have, certain people could assume like that person is not going to give a speech, but you're so smart. It's like, again, people could misjudge you, pile number 3, in terms of intellect. And then they see you speak, or they hear you, or they see what research you have, or they see your business, and it's like, or they see your level of education and they're like, wow, I don't get that you go around bragging about what you do. You're not one of those people that inserts your career in the conversation. Some people do that on purpose. Like, have you ever met that person where you don't even know them and they start talking about everything in their business? And it's like, how did we go from how was your day and how was the weather to this? It's because people want to compete. That's just how I'm not going to say it's human nature. I just feel like we're conditioned to be like that by society. But you know your worth. That's how your beauty affects others. It's like they could leave your life and you're going to be okay. It's like pile number 3, you could have had people from the past that wanted you to be destroyed by their absence, but it's the opposite. They're destroyed by your absence. You've learned your worth. You know your value. And everybody can't get in. That's how your beauty affects others. Like people wish they could get in and get mad because they can't. We have the wonder card. So people speculate about your life. That's how your beauty affects others, because you're private, you're mysterious. Some of you here may be reserved. You don't have to be, but you just keep a lot of things close to your heart and to yourself. And it's how your beauty is being viewed. It's like people are in a state of wonder. They don't know what you're doing next. They don't know who you're dating. They don't know how much you're making. It's like a lot of things in your life are under wraps because you don't allow people in your business. And when you do tell people things, you don't mind them knowing. It may be something you already overcame or something like, for example, you could be the type that move in silence and you only speak when everything's done. That's how your beauty affects others. It's like your life is a movie. That's what I'm picking up. And then on a lot of these pictures, people's eyes are closed. So I feel like certain people, when you come around, they may try to pretend like they don't see you. And this could be in a literal sense, like people overlooking you, like pretending like you're not in the same room as them, or it's given like people pretend not to see your work ethic. They pretend not to see how successful and ambitious you are, and that they'll try to chalk it up to beauty, but it's much more than that. They know that, but it's a lot of people that could have more resources than you, but they don't try. And that could be what the trigger is too, because people will make it seem like, oh, well, you're beautiful, you always get it, but you worked hard for it. And they could have had more help, more support, and didn't even try. So some people don't want to be around you, pound number 3, because you make them reflect on their shortcomings. We have that kind of energy in pound number 2 as well, so you may resonate. With the trust card, I feel like you have a lot of faith in the Most High. So even if you are going through a tough moment in your life, it's like you're able to get through it with your faith in God. I feel like, how does your beauty affect others? Something about being beautiful is people don't give you empathy or grace. But I feel like pattern number 3, you've learned to give that to yourself. It's like you have to find out the hard way that when people consider you beautiful, they think you're perfect. So they don't think that things even hurt you. It's like to the point where you're not human anymore. People make you a deity, or they make you like how people treat celebrities. Like they don't give them any grace because they feel like you don't deserve it. You make all that money, you look good. Why would you need grace? They're human. Like people that have mindsets like that, to me, they feel like, oh, you're attractive or you make money and you don't need grace. They are crazy as fuck. Excuse my French, but it's like they're still human. They're still a person. They're gonna feel things, and money don't change that. Getting money doesn't mean you'll never cry or you'll never be sad. Or being beautiful, it's not. Raina Biddy said something. She said in one of her poems, I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but I remember the line because it stuck with me. It was very profound. And she said, being gorgeous is not a physical savior. She said something like that. Being physically gorgeous is not a savior, meaning that it's not going to save people from betraying and attacking. People are going to do what they want to do. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people could have misconceptions about your beauty, pal number 3, but it's like you keep going despite that. And they know, listen, they know that these misconceptions are wrong. It's this kind of energy. You know how you date somebody for years and they cheat on you or they do you wrong and you finally move on and you find somebody else, or if not, you're just happy doing you. They start talking about you, and they're not talking about you because they actually like don't like you. They're talking about you because they miss you. Like it's, for example, I'm not going to use that example because that's not a good example. Yeah, just the way people will try to talk about you, but it's because they miss you and they want to get your attention. So you could have people that try to say stuff about you with the Leo energy through their ego, but it's because they miss you with that Gemini energy. They go back and forth. They don't know how they feel because you know what it is? Part number 3, how does your beauty affect others? I think some people just feel rejected by you because you have a strong discernment. They feel rejected, but it's because everybody is not meant to be a part of your life, and you know that. You know that some people just want to come around to experience you and say they experience you because of who you are. So you protect yourself and you protect your brand. And that's how your beauty affects others. The last card that we have is, sometimes I wish we could pause the world so we could do whatever we wanted without being interrupted or seen. We could travel through different dimensions hand in hand. So you definitely have people that want to be in a relationship or some kind of connection because your energy is very magical, but it's like people feel like they have to really do a lot of construction and work on themselves to be in your energy because you give off the vibe of having high standards. Power number 3, that's how your beauty affects others. Like you're not going to tolerate anything less than what you know you deserve, and rightfully so. Let's get into your channel messages. So pile number 3, you could be into like herbs. Your skin could be glowing. You could have locks right now or some type of natural hairstyle. I feel like if you're a woman here, you may revert to like lip gloss and lashes. Maybe you don't wear a lot of makeup and you're still very beautiful. We have Drika Gates, so you could be a Virgo or just have that kind of energy where you have a farm or you like to use natural products. There's something about you being organic and connecting to the earth. Herbal teas. You could be somebody who really enjoys reading. And yeah, people feel like you are a walking contradiction. So, for example, if you go into the library, you could have people who feel like, what are you doing? But you can read the book and turn it back in like a week, whereas they struggle to read a book in a whole year. It's like, again, people just don't expect you to be beautiful and smart and all these good things because of society. Like, think about the movie Mean Girls. Regina George was pretty, but they made her seem like she was so mean. Like, that her character was so mean on there. And that's how people see pretty people, whether you're male, female, or non binary. They're going to look at you through that lens. So, pound number 3, my message to you is to not let that affect you. Don't let it affect you. People are always going to stereotype and judge you, even if you know in your heart you're not what they say you are. So, you have to understand, like, spirit is like, it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. Okay? I feel that you may look younger than your age as well. So that even that pisses people off even more because they feel like you're always going to be so beautiful because you look younger than your age, especially if you're a woman. We talked about beauty and brains. Your energy could make people feel really excited because when I was doing this, I felt like I had a caffeine rush. You may drink a lot of caffeine here. Okay. People may want to have some children with you. You have a mysterious beauty, a royalty vibe, and people are surprised to find out that you're not a judgmental person. Like, when people get around you, it's like you don't talk bad about other people. It's like you're talking about job opportunities, ways to expand your business, self-development and growth. You're putting people on to like new, maybe you drink a lot of tea and it's like you put people on to like the dietary supplements and the health benefits. It's like when people get around you, they're shocked because when you're a pretty person, people think you're supposed to talk bad about people, make people feel bad, but you're on something else. You're uplifting people. That's how your beauty affects others. You uplift them. They learn something from you. They definitely do. But thank you so much, pal number 3. That's the end. Thank you so much for coming to this reading, flower babies. I appreciate all the love, and I appreciate the people that understand the process of making readings and the process of editing and recording and all of that. I appreciate the people who appreciate me, period. Mwah. Peace.